All right, I am Scott,
Hi, I'm Corey,
and we are the
the
Cloud
Cloud
Brothers.
Brothers.
Welcome.
Yeah, welcome to the Cloud Brothers. What are we doing today, Scott? You had an idea for a
Well,
tutorial?
there's a couple of things. We started down the machine learning, artificial intelligence thing, and we also had started down the uh, tutorial, 10-minute tutorial thing. So
Mm-hmm.
this is a 10-minute tutorial about machine learning and training a machine learning model. Um, and full disclosure, I am nowhere near a machine learning expert. I am very much a beginner. But this tutorial and SageMaker makes it easier, so I don't have to be a machine learning expert. I just need to know how to use their tools. So figured we'd go through this little 15-minute tutorial on SageMaker and SageMaker Studio and get some machine learning nomenclature. There's a big word for you.
Nice.
Nomenclature.
I like the nomenclature. Nomenclature is cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
So let's just get started. Obviously, you need the AWS account. That's the only requirement actually for this,
Okay.
and it's beginner level. So we can go through it. Just go through like the other tutorials that we're going through.
All right. So I will make us smaller. Yay! Oh, I gotta make myself even smaller. Okay, so I've got the full tutorial here open behind us. Build
Yeah.
and train a machine learning model locally. This is a little longer than the 10-minute tutorials. So we'll see AWS experience level required, beginner. It is time to complete 15 minutes instead of 10. Cost to complete, see SageMaker pricing to estimate cost for this tutorial. So that doesn't sound exactly like free tier, but
No, actually, that's a good thing to put at the beginning of this video. The last one that we did cost me $45 in a couple of days. So the machine learning stuff is not cheap. And there's a teardown section at the end.
yeah,
We are not responsible for billing, so make sure
yeah.
you tear down everything.
Yeah, we are definitely not responsible for billing. And at the end of every tutorial, it's torn down. And that
Yeah.
was the IonQ. That was a quantum computing one, right? That cost that much.
Yeah, it because it left the instance running on the notebook, which is very similar to, I think, to what this does.
Okay. So there we go. So last updated was July 2022. So last year. It's coming up on a year. But anyway, let's start into it. Overview. In this tutorial, you'll learn how to build and train a machine learning model locally within your Amazon SageMaker Studio notebook. That is an integrated development environment for machine learning that provides a fully managed Jupyter notebook interface in which you can perform end-to-end machine learning lifecycle tasks. Using SageMaker Studio, you can create and explore data sets, prepare training data, build and train models, and deploy trained models for inference all in one place. Exploring a sample of the data set and iterating over multiple model and parameter configurations before training with full data set is a common practice in machine learning development. For this exploration stage, Amazon SageMaker provides the local mode, which allows you to test your training logic, try different modeling approaches, and gauge model performance before running full-scale training jobs. For this tutorial, you use a synthetically generated auto insurance claims dataset. The inputs are the training and the test datasets, each containing details and extracted features about claims and customer, along with a fraud column indicating whether a claim is fraudulent or otherwise. You will use the open source XGBoost framework to prototype a binary classification model on the synthetic dataset to predict the likelihood of a claim being fraudulent. What you will accomplish. In this guide, you will ingest training data from ingest training data from Amazon S3 into SageMaker. Build and train an XGBoost model locally. Save the trained model and artifacts to S3. Prerequisites before you go on.
No, I was just saying that's output. The output training.
Yep.
Yeah, that's the output of what we're doing.
Yep. Before starting this guide, you'll need an AWS account. Got it. If you don't already have an account, follow the setting up your AWS environment, and we have a video for that on the Cloud Brothers YouTube channel. Getting started, guide for a quick overview. Implementation. Step 1, set up your SageMaker Studio domain. With Amazon SageMaker, you can deploy a model. Maybe let's see if I can do this. Whoop. And then I got this open right here already, and put that one on that side. Hey, that didn't work. I got to separate them first. You got to keep them separated. Bow, 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 bow.
Oh, copyright strike.
Yeah, dope. Okay, so we're doing that. It's SageMaker's opening above over here in this area. So let's see. In this AWS SageMaker Studio per region, AWS account, you can only have one SageMaker Studio domain per region. If you already have a SageMaker Studio domain in the U.S. East North Virginia region, follow the SageMaker Studio setup guide to attach the required AWS IAM policies to your SageMaker Studio account. Then skip 1 and proceed directly to step 2.
No, we're not going to skip 1. We're going to do the Cloudformation way.
If you don't have an existing SageMaker Studio domain, which is our condition, continue with step 1 to run an AWS Cloudformation template that creates a SageMaker Studio domain and adds the permissions required for the rest of this tutorial. Choose the AWS Cloudformation stack link. Is that in?
Yeah, I think if you copy, right click and then copy the link and then paste the link into the other one. Yeah, that'll work. If you weren't doing separate screens, you could just put it in the same, click the link, and it would go to the same thing.
Okay, the link opens AWS Cloudformation console and creates your SageMaker Studio domain and username.
Yep.
Where does it say this? Studio user. Yep, it's done over here. Yeah, it looks like it. Looks right.
Yeah.
I acknowledge that AWS Cloudformation might create IAM resources with custom names. It says what it says behind it said. Oh, I forgot what we normally do in this in these situations. Hold on, I'll see if I can do it. Okay. Hold on. Boop. Hold on. Got it. It's hard to select him. Come closer. Get over here. I gotta shrink this down a little more even, so we can. Oh man, I am overshooting on this side. Just give me a second. Pay no attention to the man behind this curtain.
All right. No. I'll tell him jokes.
All right.
Don't trust the stairs. They're always up to something.
There is getting up to something. Okay. So I acknowledge that AWS Cloudformation might create it probably just has to say create stacks. This stack can take about 10 minutes to create all the resources. So I'm just creating the stack, and interesting enough, we're going to oh, I can't pause when I'm recording in this format, but that's okay. Right. So that's doing a creation in progress, but I can cut it into 2 pieces, no problem.
Okay. So. One really, really, really long and boring story for 10 minutes. We'll talk about it later.
Yeah, it was awesome. There's even violence. It's great.
Yeah, there was violence.
But that's not what we're here for.
Okay.
On the Cloud Brothers, I mean. Select I acknowledge, we did that. Select I acknowledge, we create stack, we did that already. Set up a SageMaker Studio. In this step, you launch a new SageMaker notebook, install the necessary open, enter SageMaker Studio. So I guess I have to search for SageMaker Studio, right?
Yeah, that's correct. And the SageMaker Studio, not SageMaker.
Maker Studio. What?
Should come up. There it is. Oh.
I don't see it.
Sorry. Just type SageMaker. Take out the studio. That should be there. That's kind of weird.
Yeah.
You're in North Virginia. Yeah, that's correct. Everything's correct. I'll just
Hold on.
see. Oh, okay. Yeah, make it bigger maybe.
Oh, here it is.
Oh, there it is. Yeah, it took a lot. Or it was in the bottom somewhere.
It might have been because I didn't have it because I had it kind of minimized.
Full screen, yeah.
It
Okay.
says studio domain and service over here.
Yeah, so click on that. It doesn't really say that in the thing, but click on the studio domain and then it'll look more like what you're looking at. So click where it says studio domain, click on that link on the name.
Studio domain. I don't see where you're saying this.
It's underneath name right there.
Right here?
Yeah, click there.
Okay, but let's just follow the tutorial. We did this, launch app studio, we did that, file new notebook, right?
We have not done that. You skip by a section.
Well, that's what I'm saying. So why did we skip it?
Because it doesn't look, it looks different than what's on the screen. Go back to the tutorial. Go above. Yeah, choose Sagemaker Studio. And then the second step where it's white bank, that's where we are right now.
Select Studio to open Sagemaker Studio using the Studio user
profile, yeah.
Profile. So open Studio.
And then open Studio, yeah. There we go. Perfect. It just looks a little different from the screenshot there. That's all.
Yep. We are now redirecting you to the domain which we created in Cloudformation, correct?
Correct.
Okay.
And then it comes up with the Cloud9 looking IDE thing eventually. I don't know why it's taking so long, but there it is.
Ooh, fancy.
Tick. Yeah, that's the Jupyter stuff. Jupyter and machine learning and data science seem to go together. Okay.
Okay, so here's it says file new.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep. Correct.
And then it has this little drop down, so notebook.
Yeah. Making a Jupyter notebook.
Oh, it's making a little Jupyter notebook. It says in the setup notebook environment dialog box under image, select data science. Done. The Python 3 kernel automatically choose select.
Yeah, it's added the instance type in there, which is an update from the 2022, but basically the same.
All right.
All right.
Okay.
So that's all. You might have to make it bigger to.
It says the click to change notebook environment image. It's just basically saying up here, the kernel is Python 3 data science.
Yeah, and that's all correct.
Copy and paste the following code. So let me expand this. Oh, that's weird. So we're looking at this. Copy and pasting this code.
Yep.
Into here.
Yep. I think I don't know where to paste cells. Just paste. Just Control or Command V, Control V. Yeah.
Okay.
And then Control Enter runs it. Actually, you figured that out last time.
Yep. Okay, so you press Shift Enter to run the current cell. To update the AIO core library, which is an API to interact with many of the AWS services, and install XGBoost library. Ignore any warnings to restart the kernel or any dependency conflict errors.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I got no warnings.
It didn't. I don't think it ran.
Oh, it's still running.
Yeah, that's still.
You
running.
may need to restart. You may need to restart the kernel, but it told us to ignore it.
Okay, but here I think we should restart the kernel. So go up to the top.
I think I want to follow. I know you think that, but I think I want to follow the tutorial because it just said that. But you didn't do it before, and because I know you've done this once before, so.
That's if it's the same results as before. That's fine. I can.
Okay, and then we'll just go back how to correct it if we need to. You also need to instantiate the S3 client object and locations Inside your default S3 bucket where content such as metrics and model artifacts are uploaded. To do this, copy and paste the following code block and run the cell. Notice that we write the bucket name is derived from the Sagemaker session object. Your default bucket has the name Sagemaker, your region, your account ID. This bucket is where all training artifacts are uploaded. The data sets that you use for training exist in a public S3 bucket named this, which has been specified as the read bucket. Location of the bucket is... okay, so the idea is that I'm supposed to try and copy and paste all this. Okay. So I go control copy, control paste. Go shift enter.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so is that the error you got? And you said
exactly the error that I got.
Okay, so how do you restart the kernel?
Well, let's see if there's a couple of workarounds, and I didn't restart the kernel last time. So up on the top, it says File, Edit, View, Run Kernel. You see that in your...
Yep.
Yeah, so click Kernel, and then restart kernel. And now go to the same block, the same cell above, the one that's, and then rerun it. So
this one here?
Select it and then rerun it. And you can just click the run button at the top, I think. Oh yeah, okay. Okay, so that didn't work in Discord. I'll send you the code again because you don't have to read all that crap. But we'll put this little workaround into the text of the description because it's not going to be on...
Are you sending the code in the Discord?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
So you need to... So I've already Google searched this and saw it in Stack Overflow because we've run into these things before.
Okay, so then where do I put it? Just in a new one?
The next block, next block. Next cell, I think, is what they call them.
Okay, the next cell, so just go shift enter.
Yeah. And it does all the things onto the instance. Now, after this is done, when it's finished, go back to the code above it, the cell above that one, and rerun it again.
Oh, it says there's a new pip. So I want to go to the cell above it. So this one here, you mean?
Yeah, the one that failed, yeah. And rerun it again.
All right, that looks like it's working.
Yeah, that looks like it worked. It's not throwing any errors, which is good. So that's our value add from the Cloud Brothers.
Yep.
So if you do the tutorial, that's our value add. So I think all the rest is straightforward. All the rest just works.
Okay, so that's great. Good job, Scott.
Yep.
So now the setup. Step three, train an XG Boost model. In this step, you set up and train an XG Boost binary classification model on the synthetic auto insurance claim dataset and evaluate the model's performance. You can use the column named fraud as the target column. The goal is to train an XG Boost binary classifier that can differentiate fraudulent claims from legitimate ones and gauge baseline model performance. The open source XG framework exposes multiple hyperparameters that can be used to control the model performance. For the purposes of this tutorial, a few of the important hyperparameters are set in the area under the receiver operating characteristic area under the curve, or ROC is chosen as the evaluation metric. Copy and paste the following code block in a cell and run it to cross-validate and train an XG Boost model.
Yeah,
I would really love a copy button, but it's probably there if I expand it.
yeah. If you got all of it there.
Yeah, I think I did.
Yeah, you got it. Okay.
Oh no, I didn't. You're right.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I don't think there is a copy button.
Okay, good to know. All right, so shift enter. Cross-validated. Cross-validation.
You got your output.
So that's what I was looking for.
That's all correct, yeah.
Yeah, it shows down here, right here. The cross-validated training and validation aux scores are displayed after you run the cell. Your scores might be slightly different due to the stochastic nature of the model building process. However, the difference in training and test performance indicates that the model is most likely overfitting the training data set given the chosen hyperparameter combinations. As a data scientist, you can use this insight to refine the model before full-scale training. Once you have measured the cross-validated performance, instead of splitting the training data set across a number of folds, you can retrain the model on the full training data set while using the test set for early stopping. Early stopping helps to control model complexity and reduces overfitting. Copy and paste the following code block to retrain and evaluate on the training and test data sets. Note that retraining in local mode means that the data set is pulled wait, I lost it. Where was I? Early stopping helps control the model. Copy and paste the following code block to retrain and evaluate on the training test data sets. Note that retraining in local mode means the data set is pulled from Amazon S3 to the local Sagemaker Studio instance environment. The Sagemaker Studio instance should have sufficient space to store data locally. Good to know. Why does that go over so far? Okay, I got it. All right, here we go. You ready?
Ready.
Ready, Eddie.
Yeah.
Oh, what's that say?
Warning is fine. It's just there's a coding thing.
Yeah, it's good. It's fine.
Yeah, but it gave you a warning is fine. I know we freak out over them all the time. But
I wasn't worried about it. It did because it wasn't an error. It just says warning.
Yeah.
Starting XGBoost, the default evaluation metric used with objective binary logistic was changed from error to log loss. Explicitly set eval metric. If you'd like to restore the old behavior, train this.
Yeah, they changed the code.
That's cool. This completes the training and evaluation of binary classification model on the auto insurance claims dataset. Copy and paste the following code block to save the evaluation metrics as a JSON file and the train model as a pickle file. The code saves both to the local directory of Sagemaker Studio as well as to your default S3 bucket.
Okay.
All right, and then Shift Enter, and that.
Yeah, you got no errors.
No errors.
So before we actually, we might as well go through because that's basically it. We're cleaning up resources now. But that's everything. For
it shows you the S3 client upload file and the file names here at metrics.json, bucket right, key metrics location. That's great.
Yeah.
Okay.
So if you open
Sagemaker, your region, your account ID, and fraud detection. Oh yeah, I'm gonna have to blur this out later, which is fine. But anyway, this is what you do. You delete it.
Yeah. And then it'll say blah, 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 and click on the use empty bucket configuration. There's a big red thing at the top there.
Okay, and then you type permanently delete.
Yep, perfect.
View details. Successfully emptied the bucket. View details. If you want to delete this bucket, use the delete the bucket configuration.
Yeah, so now you got to go back and start again because you can't delete a bucket with things in it.
Yeah, so now that it's empty, you have to highlight this and put it here and then say delete bucket.
Delete the bucket.
And now I've deleted the bucket.
Yeah, that's correct.
The data science kernel.
Oh, this is important here.
The data science kernel. Oh, let's go down. Let's go down to the notes at the bottom.
Yeah, this one's super important.
The data science kernel is used for running the notebook image. In this tutorial, we'll accumulate charges until you either stop the kernel or perform the following steps to delete the apps. For more information, see Shutdown Resources in the Amazon Sagemaker guide. To delete the Sagemaker Studio apps, do the following. That's important to do, so let's do that.
Yeah.
Where am I? Here. So we're going to go to Sage. Probably have to go full screen again to find it. So we're going to go Sagemaker Studio.
Actually, it's just Sagemaker. Okay, I'm not sure what it said.
Okay. Where was it? PS3 bucket. C shutdown resources. For in the following steps for more information.
You're in the next paragraph. To delete SageMaker Studio is where you are.
Yeah.
To
Do the following on the
that's where
SageMaker Studio console. Choose Studio. What?
Yeah, this is a little challenging. So click the studio domain. Click the studio domain. And then
Oh,
go
okay.
down, click the user, click the studio user.
Yeah. Right. Okay, so click there.
Yeah.
And now it's going to say
And then delete app and delete app.
delete app. Yes, delete app. To confirm delete, type delete.
Yeah, they got a lot better at this.
Then delete
I
app.
think there was
Yes, delete app.
I think there was too many things that were accidentally deleted. So they have a confirm thing.
Yeah. Delete the Jupyter server. May as well.
No, wait, no.
Doesn't say to do that.
That's done with the Cloudformation.
Okay.
Data.
So if you used existing, no, so we don't have to worry about that. Go to step 4. So yeah, so we did that. Wait until the status changes to deleted. It says.
Okay, I didn't do that. That's okay.
Okay, but we're not going to do that. So I'm going to go to Cloudformation. I can go back and check in a minute. Should just all be gone. So go to Cloudformation.
I think the Cloudformation, if it's deleting resources, will just wait until it's ready to be
Into the
deleted.
AWS console search bar, from the search results, choose stacks. From the status drop-down list, select active.
Yeah, it's already active.
All right. Whoops. So I'm going to just move this here. On the CFNSMIM Lambda catalog stack details page, choose delete to delete the stack along with these resources. So that's this one.
Yeah, and delete.
And then I say delete. Delete stack.
Yeah. And we don't need to watch this finish, but this will clean up all of your resources. And if you want to read the conclusion, I think we can call this a wrap.
Yep. It really just been jumping around today, funny. But anyway, congratulations, you have finished the build and train a machine learning model locally tutorial. In this tutorial, you use Amazon SageMaker Studio to locally build a binary classification model using the XGBoost open source library and save the model artifacts and output to Amazon S3. As shown in this tutorial, with quick prototyping in SageMaker Studio, you can assess model performance and potential overfitting issues before production training using the full dataset. You can continue your data scientist journey with Amazon SageMaker by following the next step section below. So as always, the link will be in the description below, along with that Cloud Brother fix that Scott came up with for this particular tutorial. But AWS, be sure you use Scott's fix next time you update it. And pay us lots of money.
Pay me for that.
All right. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And Jinx, you owe me beer. And we'll catch you next time. See you in the cloud.
That's in the cloud.